Welcome to today's Emunah Minute. Each and every morning, as we begin this section of Psuke de Zimra, literally Psuke de Zimra means verses of song. Psuke de Zimra is when we speak about the greatness and the awesomeness and the power of the Ribono Shel Olam. And the entire point of Psuke de Zimra is to prepare us to Shemona Esrei. Because in Shemona Esrei we ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu for all of our needs. Shemona Esrei is a petitional prayer. We ask God for anything and everything. Well, if I'm going to ask God for anything and everything, I have to believe that He has the power to grant those requests. The entire essence of Psuke de Zimra is to reinforce within ourselves the greatness, the awesomeness, and the strength of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. How does Psuke de Zimra begin? It begins with the section we know as Baruch Sha'amar V'Haya Ha'olam, which literally means, blessed is the one who said, and the world came into creation. And the truth is, this very much is close to our hearts these days, because last week we just read Parshas Bereshis. We began Chumash Bereshis, and how Bereshis bar Elokim et Hashem v'Haaretz. Hashem created the world, and how did Hashem create the world? As Chazal, the rabbis tell us, Ba'asara ma'amoros. 10 utterances. Vayomer Elokim Yihi, God said, let there be light, and there was light. And there are 10 such utterances throughout the Genesis narrative, and that's the meaning of that phrase. Baruch Sha'amar V'Haya Ha'olam. Blessed is the one who said, who spoke, who uttered, and through those utterances, V'Haya Ha'olam, the world came into creation. But the great tzaddik, the Baal Shem Tov HaKadosh, says something amazing. He says, if you take the first letters of Baruch Sha'amar V'Haya Ha'olam, Beis, Shin, Vav, Hey, the Rebbe says, gives you the word B'Shaveh. B'Shaveh. B'Shaveh means with equanimity, even keeled, balanced. And listen to the words of the Baal Shem Tov HaKadosh to teach us, Lelamdenu, ki ha'ish haroeh b'chol davar she'over alav es HaKadosh Baruch Hu, she'amar v'haya olam, that in life, a person has to strive to see HaKadosh Baruch Hu in everything. And if you're able to see God in everything, then b'shaveh, you will have a certain amount of equanimity, of tranquility, b'shaveh, equilibrium in life. What is the Rebbe teaching us? You see, in times of simcha, in times of beautiful happiness and joy, there's no problem finding God, right? We're in love with God, God is in love with us, everything is great. How do we deal with challenge? How do we deal with adversity? And very often what happens in life is when I'm faced with challenging circumstances, I become overwhelmed. And sometimes when I get overwhelmed, a lot of things happen. I fly off the handle. I lose my cool. I get angry. I get confused. I'm anxious. And what happens when you get angry, confused, anxious, disoriented? You can't accomplish anything. You're like a person lost in a maze with absolutely no idea where to go. And very often that anxiety, that confusion, that anger exacerbates the difficulty of the situation. When we begin davening in the morning, as we speak about the greatness of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruch Sha'amar V'Haya Ha'olam, HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world. What that means is God created the world and all of the circumstances in it. So whatever we're going through in life is what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to happen. Whatever is occurring to me, those circumstances are not haphazard or happenstance. The same God who created the world also created my circumstances. And the result of that is b'shaveh, the ability to approach every situation with equanimity, the ability to approach every situation in equilibrium, the ability to try to maintain a certain sense of calm, no matter what is happening in life. The truth is much easier said than done. Because often when we find ourselves in difficult circumstances, it's hard to keep it all together. But we know that when I lose it in the midst of difficult circumstances, it just exacerbates the difficulties. It doesn't help. No one solved any problem in life by losing it and flying off the handle. See, if I really believe Baruch Sha'amar V'Haya Ha'olam, if I believe that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world, and He is the continuous creator, and He is the conductor of the universal orchestra, and He is the choreographer of my life circumstances, if I believe Baruch Sha'amar V'Haya Ha'olam, then b'shaveh, then I find a way to take a deep breath and to say, this is from HaKadosh Baruch Hu also. And if this is from God, then there's got to be a plan. And if there's a plan, I'm not going to lose my cool. And if there's a plan, I'm not going to go off the rails. B'shaveh. I'm going to take a deep breath, accept it with equanimity, with equilibrium, with a sense of calm. It may be that the road ahead is difficult. And it may be that the road ahead at times will be overwhelming. But I'm going to try my best to keep it together. Because I believe that this too is from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And if this is from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, b'shaveh. If God did this, God's got this. And if God's got it, then I could remain calm. B'shaveh. That's our goal. To try to keep our head, to try to keep level, to try to keep equanimity or equilibrium, even in the difficult situations of life. Because if we're able to maintain our external and internal composure, then we will find the strength to navigate even through the most difficult and tumultuous situations in life. Wishing everyone a wonderful day.